Doors are the access to any space, whether you're going from inner space to outer space or from the outer space to the inner space. So in this video, we are going to talk about various door members, or in other words, we are going to describe the members which are there in the door. So here we go in order to explain you the roles of all the members that are being used in a door to make it functional. We're going to start with buttons. So the buttons are the vertical members that are placed in the door in order to give the strength. These members are kind of locked with the adjacent member, and the middle members are locked with the adjacent member on from both the sides to give the proper strength. Then you have the bottom rail. The bottom rail is the lower part of the door, which is a horizontal member, and these vertical members are joined to it to give a proper strength. Next member is the brace. Now, brace plays a very important role as all the vertical buttons are being strengthened by adding a diagonal member and is properly locked or nailed with these vertical members to gain strength, to give strength to the door. Then you have core. So you have this core divided into two parts, a solid core and a hollow core. So yeah, solid core is more strong, it has more weight, whereas a hollow core is little light. It may be stronger, it may be weaker, is a different case, but that's the inner part of the door. Then you have the face veneer. Face veneer is basically the outer membrane of the door, which actually gives the look and feel to the door. These are available in various designs and colors and patterns, which can be simply pasted or applied on the top surface of the door for aesthetic purpose. Then you have the ledge. So the ledge is the horizontal member and provides support to these vertical buttons. In some doors there are 3, in some doors there are 4, and if the size is bigger there can be even more ledges. So the idea is to give more strength to the door. Then you have the lock rail. So as the term suggests, lock rail, it is a rail on which the lock is placed, you know, and this is the one which gets attached to the frame, and the door functions between the door and the part of the lock which is inside the frame. Then you have the mid rail. As the term suggests, it is in the middle part of the door. So the middle part of the door gives more strength and has to be more strong so that the door becomes steady. It also avoids bending of the door. Hence, it's an important member of the door to make it stable. I hope you're liking this video. If you have to or wish to learn more about this, kindly subscribe us. We are coming up with series of knowledge videos. We look forward for your comments and your messages so that we can revert back to you. Getting back to the video, then you have the mullions. So mullions are the smaller vertical parts which are part of the door, and various panels can be associated or attached to this mullion. So this can be in glass, this can be in MDF, this can be a lot of other materials which can be integrated in the door. You have an outer frame. Now outer frame is very interesting and can be really detailed in various components. So as you see here in the picture below, you have various elements from head to jamb to threshold to architrave, which is how the assembly is done. Next you have the panel. So panel is the intermediate member, which is kind of a filler. So there are various ready-made members which are available, panels which are available. These can be in wood, this can be in MDF, this can be in glass, and there's so many materials in which they are available. Then you have a stile. So stile is a member which is fixed to the frame through hinges and on which the door actually rotates. So this member is quite sturdy, and since the hinges are really clamped onto it, they play a very vital role in smooth functioning of the door. Then you have a strike plate. Strike plate is basically a member which is fixed on the frame to lock the door properly and to avoid any kind of damage to the frame. Hence, the hole in between is being used where the lock uh, is inserted and is being used. Threshold is the lower part of the door, which is very important, as this there has to be a very minimal gaps to avoid any to avoid sound movement for the insects to travel and so on, and also to avoid the dust. So that is important factor. Then you have the top rail, which is on the top of the door. So there is a bottom rail and this is a top rail. Both of them have to be really aligned, and all the vertical battens are fixed to the top rail and to the bottom rail. Hence, it keeps the door very steady. Next in the next video we are going to talk about windows, and hence it is requested to subscribe and to really write your comments in the message box. We look forward. Thank you.